My family stole my identity to fund my golden child siblings. I became a major general. Then I destroyed them. Let me tell you about the family who forgot I existed. And the day they remember my name. I was born in a small town in Texas. Population 2,000. One stoplight. One church. One high school. My parents had 3 children. Jennifer was the oldest. She was beautiful. Smart. Everyone loved her. Kevin was the youngest. He was the boy. The one who would carry on the family name. The favorite. I was the middle child. The forgotten child. The one everyone pretended didn't exist. I don't remember my parents ever saying, "I love you" to me. I don't remember a birthday party. I don't remember a hug that wasn't forced. I remember watching my sister get presents. A car when she turned 16. A trip to Europe when she graduated. A down payment on a house when she got married. I remember watching my brother get everything he wanted. Video games. Computers. A motorcycle. A truck. I got nothing. Not even a card. "You're not like them," my grandmother once said. "You're different." Different how? You have something they don't. Grit. Determination. You're going to make something of yourself. I just hope they don't break you first. She died when I was 15. She was the only one who ever believed in me. After she died, things got worse. My mother started using my name. For things. Small things at first. Signing me up for credit cards I didn't know about. Opening accounts in my name. "It's for your credit," she said. "You'll thank me later." I was 16. I didn't know any better. I trusted her. My father knew. He said nothing. He never said anything. My sister laughed at me. "You're so stupid. Mom's going to ruin your credit." Why would she do that? Because she can. Because no one cares about you. My brother ignored me. He always ignored me. I graduated high school. No party. No gifts. No congratulations. My sister got a new car. My brother got a new computer. I got nothing. I packed a bag. I walked to the recruiter's office. I joined the army. "You're making a mistake," my mother said. "I'm making a life. You'll never amount to anything. Watch me." I left. I didn't look back. Basic training was hell. But it was my hell. Drill sergeants screamed at me. They pushed me. They broke me down and rebuilt me. "You're nothing," they said. "You're nobody. You're going to earn the right to be something." I earned it. I was the top of my class. Physical fitness. Marksmanship. Leadership. For the first time in my life, I was seen. After basic, I was stationed at Fort Hood, Texas. Not far from home, but far enough. I called my parents once a month. They never called me. "How are you?" my mother would ask. "Good. Jennifer got a promotion. Kevin got into college." "That's nice. Are you still in the army?" "Yes." "When are you going to get a real job?" "I have a real job." Not like Jennifer. She's making 6 figures. Good for her. The calls ended. I stopped calling. I met Sergeant Miller. He was my mentor. A grizzled, old veteran. 3 tours in Iraq. 2 Purple Hearts. "You got potential," he said. "What kind of potential?" "Leadership. You're smart. You're tough. You care about your soldiers." "I want to do more." "Then do more. Go to officer candidate school. Become an officer." I applied. I was accepted. I became a 2nd lieutenant. Then 1st lieutenant. Then captain. I deployed to Iraq. Twice. I saw combat. I lost friends. I won medals. I came home different. Harder. Stronger. Sergeant Miller was proud. "You're going to go far," he said. "I'm going to try." I applied for the Judge Advocate General's Corps. The JAG Corps. I wanted to be a lawyer. A military lawyer. I studied at night. I took the LSAT. I applied to law schools. I was accepted at the University of Texas School of Law. Part-time. Nights. Weekends. I worked full-time in the Army. I studied full-time in law school. I slept 4 hours a night. I graduated. I passed the bar exam. I became a JAG officer. I prosecuted cases. Courts-martial. Frauds. Thefts. Crimes. I was good at it. Really good. I was promoted to major. Then lieutenant colonel. Then colonel. I was stationed at the Pentagon. Washington, D.C. The center of military power. I thought I had made it. I thought I was finally safe. Then I tried to buy a house. I found out on a Tuesday. I was trying to buy a house in Virginia. Close to the Pentagon. Good neighborhood. Good schools. The loan officer called me. "Mr. Thompson, there's a problem." "What kind of problem?" "Your credit score is 512. I laughed. "That's impossible. I've never missed a payment. I have no debt. I'm looking at your credit report. There's over $140,000 in debt. Credit cards. Personal loans. Student loans. A car loan. A mortgage. I don't have any of those. Someone does. In your name. My blood went cold. Can you send me the report? Already sent. I'll look at the report. Addresses I didn't recognize. Accounts I didn't open. Payments I didn't make. I traced them. Back to Texas. Back to my hometown. Back to my family. My mother had open credit cards in my name when I was 16. She had been using them for years. Maxing them out. Not paying them. My father had co-signed on loans. Using my name. Forging my signature. My sister had taken out student loans in my name. For her degree. Her graduate degree. Her doctorate. She never paid them back. My brother had taken out a car loan in my name. A truck. $40,000. He defaulted. My parents had taken out a second mortgage on their house. In my name. Without my knowledge. Without my consent. $140,000. Over 20 years. Ruining my credit. Destroying my future. I sat in my office. Staring at the report. My hand was shaking. I called my mother. "Hi, sweetheart," she said. "I was just thinking about you. We need to talk." "What about?" "You took out credit cards in my name. You took out loans. You ruined my credit." Silence. "I don't know what you're talking about. I have a credit report. I have the statements. I have the addresses. That was years ago. You were young. We needed help." "You needed help?" "You took vacations. You bought cars. You paid for Jennifer's school. Jennifer needed help. Jennifer is 45 years old. She has a doctorate. She makes 6 figures. She didn't need your help. She needed your enabling. You're being dramatic. I'm being accurate. What are you going to do?" "I don't know yet." "Don't do anything. We're family. Families take care of each other. You didn't take care of me. You stole from me." I hung up. I called my sister. "Jennifer, did you know Mom took out student loans in my name for your degree?" "Oh, that." She told me about it. "It was no big deal. It's $140,000, no big deal. You're in the military. You don't need good credit. You have a pension. That's not the point." "What's the point?" "You're not going to do anything. You're too nice." "I'm not nice anymore." She laughed. "Sure." She hung up. I called my brother. "Kevin, did you know Mom took out a car loan in my name for your truck?" "Yeah." She said you were fine with it. I wasn't fine with it. I didn't know about it. Whatever. It's paid off now. It's not paid off. You defaulted. They came after me. That's not my problem. It is now. What are you going to do? Send me to jail? Maybe. He laughed. "You're not going to do anything. You're a coward. You always were." He hung up. I sat in my office. My hands were shaking. My heart was pounding. I called my father. "Dad, David, did you know?" "Yes." "About the loans? The credit cards? The fraud? Your mother handled the finances. You co-signed. You forged my signature. Your mother asked me to. You're my father. You were supposed to protect me. I'm sorry. Sorry doesn't fix anything." I hung up. I sat in my office for 3 hours, staring at the wall. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I didn't break anything. I planned. I didn't confront my family immediately. I waited. I planned. I built my case. I had evidence. Credit reports. Bank statements. Loan documents. Forged signatures. Addresses. Dates. Names. I had everything I needed to destroy them. But I didn't act. Not yet. I had a career to build. A future to secure. A life to live. I was promoted to colonel. I was assigned to the Pentagon. I worked on the most sensitive cases. National security. War crimes. Espionage. I was good at what I did. The best. I was promoted to brigadier general. 1 star. Then major general. 2 stars. I had an office in the Pentagon. A corner office. A flag. A staff. A driver. I had power. Real power. I also built a parallel career. I had been a police officer. Early in my military career, I worked with military police. I learned investigations, evidence collection, interrogation techniques. I became a lawyer, a prosecutor. I tried cases. I won cases. I put people in prison. I knew the system, inside and out. I knew how to build a case, how to present evidence, how to convince a jury. I knew how to destroy someone, legally, completely. I spent 25 years building my case against my family. Every document, every statement, every piece of evidence. I had bankers who remember my mother, loan officers who remember my father, professors who remember my sister, dealerships who remembered my brother. I had witnesses, dozens of them. I had experts, forensic accountants, document examiners, credit specialists. I had everything. I waited until I was a major general, until I had the power to protect myself, until I had the resources to fight back. Then I acted. I filed a complaint with the FBI. Identity theft, bank fraud, wire fraud, conspiracy. The FBI investigated. They interviewed my family. They seized their records. They built their own case. My mother denied everything. It was for the family. He would have agreed if we had asked. You didn't ask. He was in the army. We couldn't reach him. You had his phone number, his email address, his mailing address. I was busy. The FBI didn't believe her. My father admitted everything. I signed the documents. I knew they were forged. I'm sorry. Sorry isn't a defense. My sister denied everything. I didn't know where the money came from. Mom handled my finances. Your mother took out student loans in your brother's name for your degree. You signed the promissory notes. You knew. I thought it was in my name. It wasn't. It was in David's name. She had no response. My brother denied everything. I didn't know about the car loan. Mom took care of it. You signed the paperwork. You made the payments. You defaulted. I thought it was in my name. It wasn't. It was in David's name. He had no response. The grand jury indicted all four of them. My mother, my father, my sister, my brother. They were arrested. In their homes. In front of their neighbors. The local news covered it. Family arrested for identity theft. Over $140,000 stolen from son serving overseas. The community was shocked. Their church was shocked. Their friends abandoned them. The trial lasted 3 weeks. I testified first. Did you know about these loans? No. Did you authorize them? No. Did you sign any of these documents? No. Those signatures are forgeries. How do you know? Because I was in Iraq when they were signed. I show my deployment records, my flight manifests, my military orders. I was thousands of miles away, fighting for my country, while my family stole from me. The jury was disgusted. My mother testified. She cried. She begged. I made a mistake. I was trying to help my family. You were helping your favorites. You were stealing from the child you ignored. I love all my children. You have a funny way of showing it. My father testified. He was quiet, ashamed. I did it because my wife asked me to. You're an adult. You could have said no. I was weak. Your son was overseas, fighting for this country. You were here, stealing from him. I know. I'm sorry. My sister testified. She was arrogant. I didn't know. I thought the loans were in my name. You signed the promissory notes. You attended the schools. You received the degrees. You knew. I trusted my mother. Your mother was committing fraud. You were the beneficiary. You knew. She had no response. My brother testified. He was angry. This is all David's fault. He should have just paid the debt. Your brother didn't know about the debt. You did. You defaulted. You ruined his credit. He's a general. He doesn't need credit. The law doesn't care about his rank. It cares about the facts. The jury deliberated for 4 hours. Guilty. On all counts. My mother was sentenced to 5 years in federal prison. My father got 3 years. My sister got 2 years. My brother got 2 years. They were ordered to pay restitution. $140,000. Plus interest. Plus penalties. They had nothing. Their house was foreclosed. Their savings were gone. Their retirement was wiped out. They lost everything. I sat in the courtroom, watching them be led away in handcuffs. My mother looked at me. How could you do this to us? You did this to yourselves. I just handed the evidence to the FBI. We're your family. No, you're not. You never were. She didn't respond. My father wouldn't look at me. He was ashamed. He should be. My sister glared at me. I hate you. I know. My brother spit on the floor. You're dead to me. I've been dead to you my whole life. This changes nothing. They were taken away. I walked out of the courthouse. The sun was shining. The air was cold. I felt nothing. After the trial, I felt empty. Not sad. Not guilty. Just empty. I had spent 25 years building a career. 25 years waiting. 25 years planning. Now it was over, and I didn't know what to do. I retired from the Army. Major General. 2 stars. 28 years of service. I moved to Virginia. A small house. Near the mountains. Quiet. Peaceful. I started seeing a therapist. Dr. Patel. She helped me process the betrayal. The years of neglect. The years of being invisible. You've been running your whole life, she said. Running from your family. Running from the pain. You need to stop. You need to heal. How do I heal? You forgive. Not for them. For you. I didn't want to forgive. But I tried. I wrote a letter to each of them. Not to send. To process. Dear Mom, you stole from me. You ignored me. You made me feel worthless. I forgive you. Not because you deserve it. Because I need to move on. I burned the letters. It helped. I started volunteering. Teaching law at a local university. Mentoring young officers. Helping veterans with legal issues. I found purpose. Not revenge. Purpose. I met Elena at a charity event. She was a doctor. Pediatrician. She worked at a free clinic. She was kind. Warm. She didn't care about my rank. My medals. My past. I was invisible as a child. I told her. My family stole from me. I put them in prison. That's intense. It was necessary. Are you okay? I am now. We started dating. Slowly. Carefully. She was patient. She understood. We got married 2 years ago. Small ceremony. A few friends. No family. We have a daughter now. Grace. She is 1 year old. She has Elena's eyes and my stubbornness. I hold her at night and think about the boy I used to be. The invisible child. The forgotten son. He is gone. In his place is someone stronger. Happier. More whole. I don't think about my family much anymore. When I do, I feel nothing. Not anger. Not satisfaction. Not pity. Just nothing. They are nobody. I am someone. It's been 3 years since the trial. 2 years since I retired. 2 years since I married Elena. 1 year since Grace was born. I am 53 years old. I have a wife. A daughter. A home. A life. I am happy. Truly happy. My mother is still in prison. She has 2 more years. She doesn't write. She doesn't call. She blames me for everything. My father was released last year. He lives in a halfway house. He works at a warehouse. He is alone. He reached out to me. I'm sorry, he said. I was weak. I should have protected you. Yes, you should have. Can we have a relationship? I don't think that's possible. I understand. We haven't spoken since. My sister was released last year. She lives with a friend. She works at a retail store. She is bitter. Angry. She wrote me a letter. You ruined my life. I hope you're happy. I wrote back. I didn't ruin your life. You ruined your own life. I just held you accountable. She didn't respond. My brother is still in prison. He has 1 more year. He doesn't write. He doesn't call. I don't expect him to. The restitution is being paid. Slowly. From their wages. Their savings. Their assets. I don't need the money. I donated it to a charity. Helping military families who have been victims of fraud. Something good came from something bad. I think about my grandmother sometimes. The one who believed in me. She died before I became a general. Before I became a lawyer. Before I got my revenge. But I know she would be proud. You made it, she would say. You made something of yourself. Yes, Grandma. I did. If you're watching this and you're from a toxic family, I want you to know something. You don't have to stay. You don't have to accept their cruelty. You don't have to keep the peace at the expense of your own peace. You can leave. You can build. You can succeed. Not to prove them wrong. To prove yourself right. I was invisible. I was forgotten. I was stolen from. Now I am a major general. A lawyer. A husband. A father. I'm not invisible anymore. You won't be either. Thanks for listening. Subscribe to his Reddit tales for stories of family betrayal, military service, and revenge that took 25 years to serve. And if you're the forgotten child, the scapegoat, the one they ignored, keep going. Your time is coming.